He hasn't got his video on. Here he comes.
Bob's back now.
Okay, ask him to unmute.
You're muted, Bob.
Yeah, you go.
There you are.
Yeah, he's good, man. There you go. Well done, Bob.
Yeah.
You're in your hospital bed, are you? Oh, we've lost him.
He's just gone.
No, he's back.
Well, yeah, he's back. Yeah.
I'll be back.
You're in the hospital.
Blackpool Vic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did they do that?
Oh, I've had 2 major operations.
Yeah, I know. When was your last?
The last one was last Friday.
Right.
But hopefully I might be able to go home this week with a bit of luck.
Oh, yeah, good.
Fingers crossed, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Ollie.
All right, Ollie.
Oh, he's not. He's
connecting to
Ollie's
Ollie.
Connecting to.
Unmute yourself, Ollie.
Yeah, I don't think he's muted. I think he's not connected. This happened before,
He's
didn't it?
muted. There's a red line across his.
Yeah,
microphone.
I know, but he's just not connected to
There you
audio.
go.
Okay, there he is.
Are you with us, Ollie?
Yeah.
Speak.
Oh.
Ollie.
This is not going well.
He's frozen now.
Yeah, his Wi-Fi. Yeah. Okay, here comes Scotty.
Got me? No.
Yeah. It's a bad connection, Ollie, if you can hear us.
Evening.
Hello, Scotty.
Evening, Colonel. Evening, Steve. Hi, Scotty. Hello. Crikey. Everyone's there. All the important people are in.
All the ones that don't matter.
Yeah. How's Blackpool Bob?
Yeah, in there, mate, slowly.
Yeah.
I think it'll take some time.
No, you take it easy.
Yeah.
No need to rush.
I certainly won't be doing that. No.
Yeah. Good. Well, at least as long as you're on the mend, mate, that's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What matters.
Ollie, I think Ollie's frozen.
Yeah, I think he's got a bad Wi-Fi connection.
No, it's not.
If you can't hear us, Ollie, don't wave.
Freaking weak.
Couldn't pull a face like that for so long, could he? Was it?
Oh, don't know.
Anyway, our anchorman's at the captain's cocktail party, so he won't be joining us, I'm sure.
How come he's gone pedals?
Hey?
Yeah.
Has he got connections in Olsen line or something?
I'm not sure.
Basically, the hotel manager or purser is his friend who was a co-purser on the Hebridean Princess. So I guess that's the connection. Yeah.
Oh, he got a deal, did he? Or what?
I don't know.
Yeah,
He he doesn't discuss his deals, but I'm sure he got some
Right.
sort of thing. Yeah.
Okay. Don't blame him.
Would have been a mate's thing, you know what I mean? In the know job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dropped him
Well,
off.
Where's he going anyway?
Norway.
He's going to Norway, same as us lot. Same as you,
Oh,
you and
crikey.
Steve.
Yeah.
I dropped him off at Liverpool
Yeah.
yesterday.
What is it?
Yeah.
7 days?
8. 8
Yeah.
days.
8 days.
Next Sunday I pick him up. I've left his. He's
Oh,
left
next
his car with
Sunday,
me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, 8 days. It should be all right. Nice. Borealis is it called? Borealis.
Borealis. Yeah.
Yeah. So that means that you two will be absent from the Aussie crew bar.
Depends what time I got to pick him up, John.
Well, I know, but it's 9 o'clock the bar. So by the time you get going, yeah, I'm sure you will be. You won't be able to do it.
It's about 20, 35, 40 minutes from mine to Liverpool.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see. He's going to let me know what time they're disembarking.
Yeah.
We'll take it from there when he's away. So, what's been going on? I haven't been here for a few weeks. Anything we need to know? No.
Not really.
Yeah. Oh, well, you all sound excited.
We're all trying not to talk about what we shouldn't be talking about.
No, you can talk about anything you want because it's fine.
Oh, I
Uh,
think
You want to
the,
talk about
I think
it's fine.
the deputy anchorman's not in just yet.
Brendan.
Yeah.
No, he told me that he'd be coming in late.
It's that busy social life of his.
I'm not going to hang about, boys, disturbing people. So I'll say it's just nice to see you. I'll see you.
All right, Bob.
Okay,
Yeah,
Bob,
I'll see you, mate.
appreciate it.
Get well
Thanks,
soon,
Bob.
pal.
Take care.
Keep us updated.
I will
Yeah.
do, yeah.
Yeah. Ciao.
Oh, okay. Just make sure you switch it off, Bob, because it's still going.
I'm trying to.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't stress him out, Johnny. Don't stress him out.
Just- No, yeah, but if I do that, okay. Here comes John Herbert Hilder. I'm gonna say it could be a slow crew bar tonight, Steve.
Knows.
We'll see.
Let's see. John Blackpool
There's
Bob.
John.
Here comes Hilder.
Ollie can't get his shit together.
No, it's his connection.
Yeah.
How are you all?
Evening. Evening.
Well,
Good evening.
there's not a lot of all at the moment.
It's early days at the moment, John. It's only 7:05.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it is what it is, Steve. I know. It's
Yeah.
all good.
Who won the rugby, by the way? Scotland.
South Africa
the-
one.
Yeah.
Did they?
There were,
South Africa.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
3, I think.
yeah, there were.
Well, yeah, but
Taffies are playing later, are they?
I was watching it. At halftime, Scotland looked like they could hang in there, but the second half they couldn't.
Going to take
Right.
a good side to beat South Africa.
So
Yeah.
Taffy's on later. They're playing later, are they, Taffy?
The
8 o'clock.
They play at 8 o'clock
kick off.
your time. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
he said he'd come in before. Yeah,
Yeah, Bobo
same as-
should
same
be
as
in.
Bobo. Yeah, he's going down the pub to watch it.
Is he back in Cardiff, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to. Yeah, he goes back and forth all the time. Yeah.
It's hard to keep up with Bobo.
Yeah, the intrepid traveller.
Yeah. He
Okay.
he took
Just got a
Plenty of-
message from Gizzy. He'll be with us shortly.
Yeah, I
he,
saw
he
that.
took
yeah.
plenty of videos of the Isle of Thanet, Margate,
Yeah.
all around when he was here, but he hasn't put it on the screen just yet.
Yeah, he didn't want to put 20 videos on there, Scotty. So yeah,
No, that's understandable.
Yeah.
I've already seen it anyway.
You have, yeah.
I showed him where John lived in Broadstairs.
What's that? Sorry, what's that?
I showed Bobo where you lived in Broadstairs.
Oh, did you? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
When
Only
was that?
only from the road.
Oh, you should have
Oh,
That was
should have
last
called
week,
me.
right?
Should have called me. Come up for a drink.
well, no, we had to get down to Dover. I
Oh,
think it
did
was
you?
last Monday. Yeah, last Monday.
Monday. I was out in the afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we ended up going down to Dover and paying a visit to the coal mansion.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Oh, by the way, that letter you put through my door,
yeah.
it went to the wrong apartment. I only got it the other day. It was.
Oh, so
It
you're
was-
not number
It's all right. It was somebody that's just got it as a holiday home, so didn't come down not until a couple of weeks ago, and I saw them last week, and they said, "Oh, we got a letter for you. We wasn't sure what your number was." And then they
Yeah.
gave it to me then.
Oh, well, I was
Right.
directed there by another resident, but there you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
think-
rang the bell. I
Yeah,
rang
we
the
got-
bell, and she said, "Open the door." So I just opened the door. You know, she obviously pressed the
Oh, I
button.
see. Yeah.
Yeah. She wasn't worried who I was. It was just
Mm.
come in.
Well, they should have done. There's been a lot of notices going around not to let people in unless you know who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But it's mainly young people that come and say, "Oh, we come to see our grandmother," because we've had a few attempted break-ins. We've got security cameras all over the place here now. Oh, it was a couple of
Yeah.
weeks ago. We had the police here because there was somebody trying to climb over the gates.
Yeah.
At the back, yeah.
Hi guys.
Police
Yeah.
did catch them actually up the road and slapped their wrist.
Yes, Brendan.
Sorry, John, I was a bit delayed. The link you sent, it wouldn't click for me. So I used an old link from a previous email or a previous
Oh,
message.
Okay. It
Yeah.
might have been because I put some type before it. Okay, that's strange. Yeah.
But
Let's
the,
just
the
let you
one
know.
on, the one on Facebook, John, won't let you in.
No, wouldn't let me in.
Okay. Yeah, I'll fix that right now. Don't worry about it. I'll fix it.
Hello,
I know what.
Oh,
I know what happened.
everybody. Hi there. How are you
Hey,
all?
Sherry.
Are you
Hello,
okay?
Sherry. Okay, yeah, we're all well.
Good.
What a fine bunch they are.
What a
Well,
handsome hunk of men they are.
We're practicing for
And had a few drinks.
practicing for Ireland.
have you been to Specsavers lately, Sherry?
So my lenses are a bit cloudy at the minute.
I was going to say she needs to go. She could be on that advert.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you in Ireland.
See you later. Do you say you're taking a car over to Ireland, Brendan?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you're going from where? Holyhead.
Oh, bastard. Sorry?
Holyhead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've cut my hand. Look, and I've got a pair of white shorts on today, and I've got blood all over them. That's clever, isn't it?
Hmm.
Oh,
well.
Anyway, yeah, going over via Holyhead. We're taking the ferry on the 25th, and I think it gets in about 12 o'clock, and then we'll just drive straight over to Galway and get checked in, hopefully. And I'm not sure how far the drive is, but I don't think it's too bad.
I believe the bus takes 3 hours from Dublin, so
Oh, are you going
No,
via
I don't-
Dublin, Steve?
I
no,
don't
no,
think
no,
it's
I'm doing
that long.
Shannon. It's a 2-hour drive from Shannon
Oh,
on a
wow.
bus.
Are you sure? Because
That's what I read.
we booked the coach, and I think it's only an hour.
Is it?
I didn't-
Oh, right. I was under the
It's that
impression.
long, Steve.
I'll double check that. Nevin's booked the coach for 4 or 5 of us.
Yeah. Well, I'm there before you, aren't I? I'm arriving before you guys.
Good,
So
I was
I'll-
going to go.
Oh yeah,
I'll already be there. I'll be on my 4 pint of Guinness probably by the time you get there.
you're slowing
I
up in your
arrived.
old age.
I arrive in Shannon at 5 to 10 in the morning. But I've got to wait an hour for the next bus. I missed a 5 to 10 one, so I've got to wait to the 5 to 11 one.
Have you spoke to Nevin?
No.
All right, I'll phone him tomorrow just to if he can get you a seat on the same bus as us, do you want to get
Well,
it?
well,
on.
no, I mean, I get in there at 5 to 10 in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And you don't get there till like 1 o'clock, is it the afternoon?
Is it 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock? I think it's 1
Is
o'clock.
it? Yeah. Right. Well, I've booked my bus already. I've already booked it.
Oh, right. Okay.
The 5 to 11 from Shannon to Galway.
Okay.
So I'll be there. I'll be waiting for you. I'll be in that 13 on the green waiting for you. Testing the
There's
local.
a lot- there's a lot
Good
of
evening, everybody.
Evening, all.
Hello, Chris. Go on, Brendan. Where's Brendan?
Well, good morning, John, I should say.
Our anchorman's had an accident, John. He's cut his hand.
What's that?
But he's back. He's back.
I'm
He's
back.
had first aid. Now he's back.
I cut it gardening this morning.
Been to see the nurse.
And it's gone everywhere.
Oh, no.
Are you on blood thinner? No, because I am, and I cut my finger last week and I couldn't stop it bleeding.
No, it was okay. We've been out with some friends for some lunch, and then
Does that really happen, Chris?
Yeah, it does.
If you're on
yeah,
blood
if
thinners?
you've got blood thinner, yeah, very difficult.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
How much you paying? How much you paying for your medication, Chris? Because my wife's on it and it costs a bloody fortune.
Hello, here we go.
Oh, I have no idea. My wife is still working, so I'm under her insurance.
So it's on the insurance. Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost us anything, Johnny. We just have to wait about a year to get anything, though.
And you've bled to death by then.
Hello, Bobo.
How are you guys? Mm.
And if you want to see a doctor, don't bother. You might as well go to the vet.
True.
They got a quick service at Herne Bay or Whitstable, Brendan.
Oh, have they? That's about a 30-mile drive for me, Derek.
Well, it's worth the waiting. You might as well wait in the car on the move.
I know. It's very strange, the health service. I mean, with Sherry, with her treatments, bang, straight in, no problems at all. But if you go there with, I don't know, something minor, it could be there hours.
Yeah. Well, like I said, doctors, I don't know. They don't exist now, doctors. You can't see a doctor anymore.
No.
What GP, you mean?
Dentists are even worse.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't talk about that.
Oh, I hear you've got a real shortage of dentists.
Oh,
Shortage,
And
of, shortage of everything. Apart
the dentists
from
that are there, the dentists that are there are fully booked up, right? I mean, they're not taking new patients on.
They're charging a fortune.
Yeah,
they are.
they won't take NHS patients, a lot of them anymore.
You're very lucky if you're an NHS
You've got to
patient.
pay private. But
So-
they just won't take you.
Sherry fell out with her dentist. They had a bit of a ding dong in the surgery, and the dentist just struck the whole bloody family off. So that's it. You're all off
You're
my book.
joking, Brendan.
No.
Kidding.
I
Oh,
said, what have I done?
Gary.
No, I thought, don't go back, because if she doesn't want you there, they could do something to you. Within
pick you
pain.
up,
So, and I've
Shell
never
from the
had
box.
one since. Yeah,
take the wrong tooth out.
yeah, exactly. Do you ever see that film Marathon Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it safe? Is it
Long time ago.
safe? Do you remember that line? Is it safe?
Yeah. Dustin
Lawrence.
Hoffman and Laurence Olivier.
Laurence Olivier and Dustin Hoffman. That was it.
Yeah.
In the film.
Took my sister-in-law to the Herne Bay, no, the Whitstable surgery to have
Okay.
a cataract sorted. She went in at 11 o'clock and we were on the way home at 1.
That was where I had mine done a few years ago. Very
All
good
done.
there. Yeah.
All done. Yeah.
Well, that's
They
good.
do 20 a day in there.
Wow.
Yeah, they're very good.
Is that every day, Derek?
Yeah, 20 every day they can do.
Wow, that's good.
And Margate Hospital do about 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Whitstable one is private, isn't it?
My mother worked. My
Right,
mother
so-
worked at the hospital in Margate during the war, the Seaview
Sea bathing.
Seaview,
Sea bathing.
Sea Bathing Hospital in
Oh, yeah,
Margate.
that's on the front. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she just done a nursing training up in Nottingham. Came down. That was her first job, and she was there when the Dunkirk evacuees all came over in droves, wounded, and those nurses worked round the clock to treat them.
Yep.
And that was her introduction to nursing, thrown into the deep end.
Yeah.
They used to line the beds up on the veranda outside, overlooking the sea. The patients.
I think that's apartments now, isn't it, Bob?
What swanky apartments?
Yeah,
I think that's apartments now, isn't it?
yeah, it's all apartments now.
That's a coincidence, Chris, because my mother worked in the Royal Sea Bathing Hospital. She wasn't a
really?
nurse. She wasn't a nurse. She's one of those ladies that, I don't know, did cleaning and brought the tea round to the patients and stuff like that. But
Okay.
she worked there.
All right.
Yeah.
Around the same time or during the
Well,
war?
that would be after the war, about 48, 49, maybe 50.
Okay. I'm not sure if my mother was still there then.
Yeah.
They moved around a lot because my dad was in the RAF. So
I'm going to say, Chris, that my father was evacuated from Dunkirk.
okay. Wounded?
Yeah, yeah.
Or-
No, he wasn't wounded there. He got wounded at Alamein a year later, 2 years
All right.
later.
North Africa. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
remember when-
Brendan, I'm going to be in Galway exactly a week before you guys are.
Oh, blimey. What?
Really?
We arrive in Dublin next Sunday, and Monday we're going to be in Galway.
Right.
But
Just for a
we're-
few days, I guess. You're not going to.
No, we're on a tour. My wife sells a lot of Trafalgar tours, so we got a tour which we booked March 2020, and then it got shelved because of COVID.
Okay.
And then we still had the credit for it, so we have to take it before the year's out. So we're taking it now.
Are you going anywhere else after Galway?
Yeah, we're going down south, or doing all the southern bit down to Cliffs of Moher and down to Ringakerry, and then Waterford and up through Wicklow County back to Dublin. It's a 6-night tour.
Oh, so
and then
you're basically leaving as we arrive.
Yeah, we'll be in Dublin. We fly to London on the 23rd. And Pete, we're staying at the Doubletree Tower of London when we're in London.
I know it.
Yeah. So, but it's
Okay.
London's pretty congested for us. We've got a meeting, my nephew. I'm meeting another day. I'm meeting an old school friend, and then another day I'm meeting a friend of mine who was a photographer on the ships who lives in Rotherhithe. He's got an apartment right on the river. So I'm
Oh, I
looking
love
forward to
that place, rather high. I'm there on.
Yeah.
Let's
Tuesday.
Bobo.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Bobo's
going
son's
to
got
the
one down
Mayflower.
there.
The Mayflower
You what?
on Tuesday night for dinner.
Oh,
That's in
Okay,
Rotherhithe.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the oldest pub on the Thames. Yeah.
Right.
Great hearing. Great hearing.
Oh, Scotty, what is that there? Sorry, is that some sort of paper mache? Derek,
It's a
what's
troll.
that behind you? That image of the is it a troll?
Troll.
Oh, you me? Yeah,
One of those Norwegian trolls.
it's a Norwegian troll. Yeah, I haven't changed my backdrop this week.
You were following me all around the place the other week.
Did you actually buy one, Derek?
No, only on a fridge magnet.
Oh, all right.
A bit warm in here. It's all right.
So, what have we been up to then this week, Bobo? Because you're very, very active. We saw you last week.
Yeah. What have I done?
Well, we
I'm
saw
back
you
in
Wednesday.
Cardiff. I was up in the valleys on Friday. I met Taffy in Sophia Gardens. He walked miles from Rose into Sophia Gardens, and then it was about 4 o'clock, 4:30. So I went and picked my car up, and then I drove into Risca, and he cooked me dinner, and then I drove back, and I've just been doing local rides around the area. So, but yeah, I hope he comes in tonight because I'm actually going down after this. I'm going down to the bay to mix with all the Welsh. So it's going to be
fun.
humming. It's going to be humming tonight because there's my little pub is in the bay, and they've got all these they've got televisions all around in the garden. So I'm going to have a beer and something to eat in there with
What's that about then? Is there something going on in Wales?
just slight things.
No, it's going on in France.
Yeah, it's going on in France.
But hopefully the Welsh will be celebrating a win over
Yeah.
Fiji.
But the funny thing is, I'm watching it, but I haven't a clue. I don't understand the rules, but I'm quite enjoying.
Same as me, Barbara.
I have not honestly. I have not a clue what's going on. But
in fact, I've been texting Chris Johnson in California to help me out with the rules.
Oh, I've no idea, Chris. You need to help me too.
Well, it's very hard because they've changed so many rules recently, and then they've changed rules for this World Cup, which I don't know if they'll go back to the how it was before the World Cup afterwards or not. But they like that red card in the England game. That was a rule that was a rule they brought in for the World Cup, where once they give a yellow card and the guy goes on the bench, they can review it and then turn it into a red if they want, which they never were able to do before, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
So
I think it's quite a good thing that they do, but it was a harsh decision. I mean,
it was.
I didn't think it was a red card offence personally, but a lot of people would disagree with me. There you go.
Yeah, I agree with you though, Brendan. It was a fair yellow card, but definitely not red.
It was nice to see an Australian ref with the South African Scotland game. I thought he did very well. He controlled it. He did well, because when there was that little bit of a biffy, so it was funny, that was.
In fact, Barbara, did you see when they got the scrum and he said, hold on to your bum. Hold on to your bums.
I have to watch the end of that. I only watched the first half.
Yeah. He's funny. He was, but he was very fair. And I must admit, I don't think I'd like to be reffing any of those games. You know, they're pretty big guys, aren't they? Yeah.
Have you guys been watching any of the international soccer games, football games?
No. Pete would have done, I bet.
I couldn't believe Germany, Japan. Jesus, in that friendly.
What was it?
Unbelievable.
4-0?
4-1. 4-1. I mean, they're in tatters, Germany, and I think Frick is going to be fired.
Yeah, he's gone.
He was fired today.
Is he fired today? Yeah, I didn't know if he'd last till the Tuesday game or not.
They put him up against the wall.
That's the end.
Firing squad.
Yeah.
John, were you on the beach today in Broadstairs?
No, I just went over to Westwood for coffee. That was all.
There are some sites in the English seaside towns, aren't there, in the summer?
Yeah,
they don't hold back. They don't hold back the English in letting it all hang out.
No, you're right there. There's been some sites about, I can assure you.
Taffy, put your hats on, guys.
Hang on a second. Can't believe Taffy's coming in.
Bread of heaven.
Here comes the Risker roar. We heard the Risker roar.
He's got one eye on the telly and one eye on the crew bar.
He's only got one eye, Chris.
He's only got one eye, Chris, so it'll either be on the telly or the...
Yes.
He's got two, but only one works.
Good luck to the Welsh. I tell you, my friend Di, who lives in London, who I'm going to see next week, who's a photographer on the ships. I'm going to see him in a couple of weeks. Excuse me. He's crazy about rugby, I tell you, and a big Welsh supporter like Taffy.
And his name is Di.
His name's David, really, but you know,
I know.
everyone knows him as Di. Di Taylor.
If you go down Cardiff High Street, where most of us were this time last year, Brendan, Peter, to go down Cardiff High Street, and if you shout out "Die," about 1,000 people will turn around.
And that's only the women.
Shout Taffy.
Yeah.
Well, he's in London, so that probably doesn't happen too often to him.
Yeah. Everybody's looking good. All the good ones in.
Steve, I see you with the chauffeur yesterday for Lord and Lady Inge to the cruise ship, to the cruise terminal. Am I right in saying that one of Dave's closest friends is the top catering guy there.
Apparently so, yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think that he'll get an upgrade?
I think they already had. I think they already had.
Ah,
Yeah, he was his purser on the Hebridean Princess, Brennan, the
so
guy.
he was his number two, right?
Number
I
two,
suspect,
yeah, whatever.
I suspect he won't have a bar bill to pay at the end of the week.
Really?
I suspect.
Yeah,
I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure.
I'll butt in if I may, because you know that little video I made when I went up to see Dave on the Hebridean Princess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's right.
that Dave was purser on board while I was there, but the day Dave left, that guy turned up,
Ah,
and when the
Yeah,
ship
yeah,
sailed
yeah,
out, when the ship sailed out to dry dock onto the Clyde, I've got in that video of Dave on board the Hebridean Princess, you'll see that guy on the after end waving.
Oh.
Harry,
Yeah.
you got to book a cruise. I'm sure he'll remember you, and you might get another upgrade as well.
Yeah. I think Dave tried to sell me the Duke of Edinburgh's cabin. When he showed me around the ship, he said, "In this cabin, you really like this cabin." And it had a little tiny veranda on it. It was a real experience. That Hebridean Princess is.
It looks a nice ship, Taffy. Mm.
Oh, it was so interesting, and that's while it was in dry dock. It was
Oh, they
Yeah,
didn't.
brilliant.
Sorry, go on, John.
Dave showed me around it when they came into Goa. He
Yeah.
got
That's
got
right.
a pass, which had to be in the captain's name because of security then, but he got me a pass. And as you say, it's a beautiful little ship. There was only about 40 passengers on board at that particular time, I think.
He
That
spent
would
a
be-
good few years there, Dave. I think he did about 13 or 14 years, didn't he, in the end?
I think he said to me he'd done that.
That wouldn't have been the Hebridean, John. She's only been up Scotland. That would have been the other one.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, the
What's the other
Hebridean.
one?
Yeah,
It was the one the Queen sailed on. I remember him saying that.
In Goa.
The ship, it was doing a world cruise, and they
Oh.
called into Goa,
Yeah.
and because he wanted some stores, and I was managing the hotel at the time, so he wanted the name of the suppliers. And I eventually got the stores for him, and we took them back to the ship. But he showed me round, and he said that was the one that the Queen used to cruise around the Scottish Islands on.
Well, I wasn't aware of that. I didn't think she'd done a world cruise.
They weren't very organised because they hadn't got no contacts or agents in the ports, and I had a supplier in Mumbai, and they placed an order with him through me, and quite a big order in actual fact, because it wasn't just fruit and vegetables; it was pretty well everything that this guy supplied. And when he got to the dock gates to get it in, he hadn't got the right papers, and they wouldn't let him in, so they never did get the stores. So I don't know what they did.
Dear. What a disaster.
Yeah.
It's funny because a week cruise on there costs about 10 times more than a regular cruise. So a world cruise must have cost about I don't know what that cost.
It was all inclusive. It was all inclusive. They've got a help yourself bar there and whatever, on the after.
It better be for the price you pay on it.
Yeah.
John?
Yeah.
It's like a private yacht, really, isn't it?
By the way, has anybody been watching that series? It's on the Smithsonian Channel. If you get it, it's a wonderful series. The Mighty Ships.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, no, I've seen it
Mighty cruise
advertised.
ship. The Mighty cruise
Yeah,
ship. Chris.
Mighty
Yes,
cruise
all
ships,
of it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very good series. Got some interesting
Hello,
ships
Charlie.
on that.
Welcome,
Hey,
Charlie.
Yeah.
Evening all.
So it looks like a hot day.
Evening,
'cause
Charlie.
You've got your string vest on and the fans on.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. 85 degrees.
Well, what do we have here in the UK today?
I don't know. It's probably better than that,
Probably
right?
close to
I
that.
think
I
it was
think.
about 80 today.
30.
We had 30 degrees at one point, 30.5.
Taffy,
Yeah,
what did
yeah.
we have today? Can you remember? I
About
don't
28 up in the valleys.
know. Okay,
That's
so
up in
probably a bit
the-
warmer here than in Cardiff. Yeah.
We had another rain event early this morning, rain, and then it's supposed to be
Heat
90
it.
degrees this afternoon. Crazy weather.
Mm.
Very humid here in Thanet, I can tell you that.
Yeah, very humid here.
Mm.
Any news on Galway, Brendan?
Not really. There's going to be we're going to do a bowling night. We just got to decide whether it's going to be the first night or the second night. But we can get a consensus of opinion on the Monday night, and then we can book it up pretty quickly, either online or.
What sort of bowling? 10-pin bowling like before?
No, lawn green. You've all got
lawn green.
lights along and stuff like that. No, it's.
Well, I'm
10-pin
quite
bowling.
good at that, Brendan, because
Wasn't he in Bonanza?
Bring your flannel. No, it's a 10-pin bowling, a bit like Alan organised.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how we're going to sort the teams out. I can't remember what Alan had a very one-sided team sort of set up when we played,
you
and so he was bound to
Anglo-Saxons.
win.
Yeah, you Anglo-Saxons. I think
That
you
was
were
it.
putting the wool over our eyes.
That was it. It was the Celts versus the Anglo-Saxons. That was
Yeah,
it.
and the
Yeah.
Celts. I think we got done a bit.
I
think
can't be
we got
with you.
done like a kipper.
I can't be with you, but if you want to know how to get a strike, you just.
Oh
ask
yeah,
me.
you're the man. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Knock them all down.
Colin Doughty's wife.
Louise, that's right. She was red hot.
She was
Yeah.
really good. Yeah.
Really good.
I was
Yeah,
red.
I think I got 4 or 5 strikes in a row.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
Derek.
yeah.
Stop bragging
Yeah,
now,
Derek was
Derek.
good.
Stop
Yeah.
bragging.
I've got a photograph of it.
All right, Derek.
Got the video.
I have to chirp in there. I think I got 2 or 3 strikes as well.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, here we go.
I got 2 or 3. I got 4 or 5.
I think I hit 2 or 3 down.
Yeah, I couldn't bowl at all. There's too many
I
beers in
couldn't
me.
bowl at all. I was hopeless. I was the
Yeah.
worst of all of you. Yeah.
But I hurt my arm on the first ball.
There we
Brendan,
go.
Brendan,
Down like Oscar after.
Brendan was
You said
bowled
that
at-
bar, the bar in the Dragon Centre's shut down, didn't it?
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
And
That far out.
information today, I went into the Dragon Centre and because I like the Italian restaurant where we ate. Guess what, Taff? It's closed down.
Yeah. I
Oh.
tell you, man, they just well put a for sale up on this country. It's a bargain basement country. This is, well, a nation, I should say, because I don't think it make any difference whether. Oh,
Don't get him started.
yeah.
Don't get him
I
started.
just,
All the money's going to Wrexham.
it's all down. It's all down with them Southerners down on that southeast coast there. All that
Behave yourself.
down there.
Yeah. Well, and we got a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit along the seafront.
Oh, we got one now. In a week's time, ours start.
Well, I've got one right outside my door, haven't I, Taffy? 20
Yeah.
miles an hour.
It's 15 mile an hour in Bermuda.
Mind
Well,
you,
15 mile an hour is the speed limit.
the thing is, I drive around France a lot, and every village you go through, you've got to go down to 30 kilometers, and it's not difficult once you get into the habit of it. But trouble is, same as everything, there is no law in this country. It's a lawless. The country's full of cowboys. They don't give a monkeys.
Well, you talk about speeding. Round where I am, they've put up all these new bloody speeding cameras. These digital
Well,
things.
Good. That's the only thing that'll stop them.
Well,
Have you
The-
noticed now? Here's my latest rant.
There we go.
And this is nationwide. I've noticed because I notice things. I do.
I thought Nationwide was on your
Everybody's-
side.
You know these electric scooters. The electric scooter. They're all going round now, and they all got completely black head gear on, with just a gap for their eyes. So they give not a monkey's about law and order. They don't care. They just because they'll never catch them. Never mind.
Well,
Well,
they're
never
not
mind how
licensed
many
or
old
anything, are they,
people
Kat?
they knock over. They'll never catch them now. It's unbelievable.
Have you got them in Bermuda, Charlie? The scooters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't got them wearing masks or anything like that yet.
Yet.
Well, bit too warm, isn't it?
Yeah. Are they all catching fire when they recharge them?
Um,
Not heard of that as yet. They may well do. I don't know. The big thing here in London, there's
I
several.
just know
of them in
they're
the
a
last-
nuisance because they're like the people. No disrespect, Bobo, but some people on push bikes have got no respect for traffic lights running in and just go right
Going on
through.
there. Especially the Deliveroo people.
Yeah, and they do it here.
So-
Same thing here. They just go through the lights.
Chris and Johnny, you're in America. It's a very much a driving country, isn't it? Big roads. Have they got those little scooters on the highways or freeways?
Absolutely. I'll tell you what happened in Seattle when they first started getting the rental bikes before the electric ones. We have a large homeless community, and they were bored. So what they would do, they would get on one and use it, and then throw it over into the water.
Oh,
yeah, crazy.
Yeah, where we are down here in California, you see them, in a lot of the cities, but a lot of the beach cities abandoned, because they just, because the beach areas are so crowded and they're just a danger to the pedestrians.
Yeah, they can.
I nearly got run over with an invalid trolley in the supermarket today. This woman was backing back and shouldn't see me. Nearly knocked me in. It was only I just called her out the side of my eye. I got out of the way in time.
Usually the housewife with the shopping trolley, they're the worst. On a mission, and they knock you down. Yeah.
The big thing about where I am, the big thing where I am up here, the kids, they've all got these scrambling bikes. You know, the scramble bikes, the dirt bikes, and they're on the roads with them, with their balaclavas on and all that. Like I say, it's lawless. They don't give a shit. They're doing wheelies on the roads and everything. In front of cars, in front of buses. It's madness. Until somebody gets killed and they're all nice kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I picked this up in a second-hand bookshop the other day. I don't know if you can see it. It's because it's all around the wrong way.
Oh, yes.
It's called Beneath the House Flag of the P&O. And it's about... has anyone read this book or seen it?
Not that one, no.
It's really interesting. Well, what it does, it takes you right back to how the company started.
I think I've got that.
But what life was like on board, and there's all these recollections of these people that travelled at the time, and how life on board the ships were, and how P&O nearly went to the wall, but because they secured this mail contract on the Iberian Peninsula with the government, it kept them going. Otherwise, they would have gone to the wall. And then they secured other mail contracts to India and China, and then it sort of started taking passengers. And it slowly takes you through the time and how the passenger facilities they were like then, and it's quite a good read actually, and it finishes up on the Canberra. So I'm going to bring it over to Ireland when I'm finished with it and pass it on to one of you. You might want to read it.
Did you get the 75 years or the 65 years of P&O? They gave them to every crew member.
Yeah, there's 150 years they did, but
and I've got 175.
Yeah, I've got it somewhere. I can't just.
And there's 175.
Yeah,
I haven't got that one, but I stumbled across one for 100 years in a bookshop, and I bought that one. But I think a lot of it's just repetition. It's the same.
Yeah.
Cut and paste it as they used to do.
I've got an interesting book. It's quite a small book. Does anybody remember John Prescott, who was in government?
Yeah,
years ago. He was a steward on with Cunard on the Queen Mary.
Yeah,
and he wrote this book, put this book together. It's called the Steward's Handbook. Very interesting book. If you come across that.
Yeah.
Two Jag Prescott, wasn't it?
Two Jags.
John Prescott.
I've got one of those books. They used to give them out at the sea school. Did you get one, Steve?
Probably.
When you went to sea school, they gave you. It's called the Ship Steward's Manual.
Yeah.
Is that the same book, Chris? Do you think? Is it?
No. This is a book that he put together, and he's called it the Steward's Handbook. It's got a lot of information in there that I'm sure is in that book that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Didn't
Peter Ambrose do that one, Brendan?
Well, Peter Ambrose was at the sea school.
Yeah, he was
as an instructor, teacher. And that book was given out to every boy that was doing the catering course, the 10-week.
I think I've still got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a copy, but you can get new copies of it in hardback, and it covers everything from cabins to. It's quite a good book. I mean, it's very old, but I think anyone going to sea, if you sort of read that, it would teach you the basics very quickly.
Oh yeah,
If they
how to
don't-
lay a table correctly,
Yeah.
and
It would know what you'd know what to expect with
Yeah.
reading something like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Table
Talking
layouts.
about, can anybody name any famous people who went to sea? Merchant Navy?
Who works at sea?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tommy Steele was one.
Tommy Steele, yeah.
John
Um,
Prescott, obviously.
John Prescott. Any
There
more?
were a few. There were a few, wasn't there?
I was there.
Charles
Charlie was there.
Charles O'Neill.
Yeah, I was there.
World famous butcher.
Yeah. That was it.
I was a world famous winger. The worst winger on the camera.
Don't forget to bring your discharge books to Ireland, because we reckon there's going to be a lot of crossover where you were working on the ship, and it might trigger a few more memories and stuff. So
Yeah.
I'll bring it if I've got room in my baggage. We're only allowed one little small bag, aren't we, Pete?
Yeah. You can
You'll
just
be
about
right.
get
It's
your
amazing what you can get in those bags,
passport-
guys.
Just about get your passport in it.
Yeah.
as long as you've got a toothbrush, that's all you want.
Yeah.
Chris, here's
Super
one for
good.
you. I'm going over to Ireland on the 19th from Liverpool to Dublin.
Right.
So I'm
Okay.
going to be in Southern Ireland when you're over there.
Yeah.
Do I have your phone number, or do you have my phone number?
It should pop up on
Oh, it should
WhatsApp.
be seagoing, isn't it? It'll be on there,
Yeah.
I suppose.
And I gave it to you because you put me in touch with WhatsApp. You put me onto the WhatsApp.
Yeah, they're
app.
all on
Well,
WhatsApp.
It's unlikely that we bump up together.
Yeah, because our tour is a Trafalgar tour, and it's pretty hectic.
Or you might see me, you might fly past me on the road. You'll say, "Oh, look, there's a Taffmobile."
You'll have your flags up, Taffy, won't you?
That's right.
Because I got two flags, an Irish flag and a Welsh flag. So
Well,
you'll
look out
stop
for.
me.
We're on a Trafalgar tour, but it'll probably be a Brendan tour bus that we're on. So look for Brendan tour bus.
Yeah.
That might be us.
All right. Anyhow, I might. You never know. You might get a call from me. At least I'll
Yeah.
say hello.
Yeah.
When
try
you leave
calling.
Ireland, Chris?
We leave Ireland on the 23rd, which is a week next Saturday, and then we're 3 nights in London, and then we fly back on the 26th.
Right.
So, yeah. So hopefully we get some of this good weather you're having right now left over for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Hey,
how the
it's
west
next
coast
week,
of Ireland will
apparently.
be.
It's
Pardon?
getting cooler next week.
What date do you leave London, Chris?
Tuesday the 26th, flying back to the States.
It will have to be
You'll
on.
be in Galway.
It'll have to be on the Sunday then if I'm gonna come over and see you.
Well, Sunday lunch, I'm meeting up with my nephew David. He's going to look for somewhere on the South Bank for lunch.
Okay,
And
well,
as I said, we're staying at the DoubleTree, but Sunday evening is actually free right now. Sunday late afternoon, evening.
okay.
That's about the only time we do have free, because Monday lunchtime we're meeting a school friend of mine, and then Saturday we're meeting my friend in Rotherhithe, Di Taylor.
Bloody dies, they get everywhere.
And we don't arrive in London till like lunchtime. Arrive at Heathrow, and I believe the easiest way to get to London now is the Elizabeth line, right?
Yes.
Elizabeth line's fantastic.
Without a doubt.
Bobo will be able to tell you all about that, Chris.
Yeah.
The Elizabeth line to Liverpool Street Station, and then we can take a cab or go on the Circle line to Tower Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elizabeth line.
Because
This thing.
our hotel is only 3-minute walk from Tower Hill
Paddington to
Station.
Tower Hill.
Yeah.
Say that again, Charlie.
Paddington. You can go Heathrow, Paddington, and Paddington, Tower Hill as well.
That's on the Heathrow Express, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we'll stick to Elizabeth line and go to Liverpool Street Station, and then go on from there.
They've
How
done a
long-
really good job on Elizabeth Line. Mm.
How long since you've been in London, Chris?
I was there last June,
Oh, right. Okay.
and that time we took an Uber we were staying in Kensington, and we took an Uber out from Heathrow to
okay.
Kensington.
I got a
But
question for
I
Taffy.
hear the-
Taffy, how long before the national anthem, Taffy?
I got a couple of minutes. I'm going to be leaving in
Yeah.
a couple of minutes.
I
Yeah,
I got to walk to the pub as well.
5 minutes.
Yeah,
and
because
that's
I want to watch the national anthem, so we'll probably I'll be going as well. So yeah.
Okay.
But,
John,
okay.
you going out to Goa again soon,
Hey,
John?
I guess I'll see you
Yeah.
all in Ireland, except for the ones that are not going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Charlie, we'll see
yeah, I
you
look
soon.
forward to seeing you, Charlie. I haven't met up with you in person.
Oh, really? Oh.
No. Anyhow, so that'll be nice. And the other thing is, of course, in talking about London, any news? Are we still looking for maybe a Christmas time get together in London with the girls?
Well, I put a suggestion forward for Covent Garden again.
Yeah, that sounds a
And,
good idea.
I like
Lynn-
Covent Garden. Mm.
Lynn and Mandy responded, quite positively to that suggestion.
Well, and I wanted to tell you, Jilly, because I haven't been well
Colin?
for a couple of weeks, but I was really rough about 10 days ago. And
Yeah,
Jilly phoned me.
yeah. I
Oh,
told her, I
right.
told her you were rough. I told her you were rough.
And I said I'll escort her if she wants to go to this get together. I said I'll be her escort.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Mm.
because she's a bit nervous on her own,
Oh, okay.
you know.
Hi, Colin.
You got an escort service now,
Hi,
Alan.
Pete.
haven't you?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I gotta get that double-breasted suit out now and again.
Yeah.
I had it out at a funeral
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, and I haven't been the same since. I've been sick as a pig.
Taffy's escort services. I can
Yeah.
see it now. It's going to be a huge success.
Anyhow, all the best, everybody. I'll say to that.
Good
See you
luck
in
to Wales.
Galway.
Yeah. Good luck, Taffy. Good luck with the rugby.
Welcome,
Yes.
Colin.
Hiya, how you doing,
Right,
guys?
Colin?
Good.
Sorry,
Hi, Colin.
I was sitting outside in the garden having a glass of wine, and one of them said, "Aren't you supposed to be talking to somebody else tonight?" And I went, "Oh yes."
The crew
So
are.
here I am. I have arrived.
So have you got
Better
a
late than
frock
never.
for Ireland, Colin?
I beg your
Kid is
pardon.
here now. They're all coming in.
Have I got
you
a
got a
frock
frock?
for Ireland? I got the best Irish dance dress ever.
Oh,
Of course, I got a big skirt and a blouse to come with. Yes. We're raring to go. We are. We're almost bags packed and ready to go.
I know you're driving, Colin. You're going from Rosslare, though, aren't you?
We're going
Fishguard.
go from Rosslare to
Hey,
Or
Gizzy.
Fishguard. Fishguard.
yes,
Fishguard to
Fishguard
Rosslare.
Fishguard to Rosslare. Yeah,
Ross
Yeah,
Laird.
yeah.
we're extending our little break by going over a little bit earlier and having a mooch around as well.
Oh, okay. We're doing ours after.
So we'll the days we're meeting up is the days we will be there. Obviously, we're having a 1.5 days or something earlier, and then 1.5 days at the end as well.
That's okay.
So we will have the car. So we will have transport. Are you going in your car, Brendan?
Yes, there's
okay.
there's plenty of transport because there's your car, my car. Taffy's got the Taffmobile and his escort service, so he'll be there. And we've also got Seamus has got a car and Noel's got a car. So we'll have about-
Okay, there's
And
plenty.
then I have a rental as well.
and
Oh, okay.
Charlie's got a rental, so there'll be plenty of transport available for you.
Oh no, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
We've got a what have we got? It's not my car. It's Louise's. It's a Dacia.
Okay.
So it's a bit of a monster, and okay. There's
Okay.
plenty of space, so
Good.
we'll be all right.
Okay.
We'll be all right.
Welcome, Gizzy. Gizzy, where's
Good evening, all. Apologies for my tardiness. I've just got back in from the north.
We were just about to close the bar, then Colin came in, so I guess we'll have an extension because we have an early night tonight. Because
I must admit, I was really, really impressed with Gizzy and his ukulele. Although he was at the very back, and he was holding something in his hand. We looked closer, and it was a ukulele.
If I could put
Man with hidden talents.
Put a video up, I'd let you know what we sound like, but I've not mastered that yet.
Well, you're going to bring it to Ireland, Gizzy, and do a little tune in the bar.
It had crossed my mind, but unfortunately, I'm not making it.
Oh, of course, it's not going.
I'm going to Munich.
You've got to go to a stag night or something, haven't you?
That's
I'm going to Munich.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
my young one's stag night. I've had to get a load of hosen and all sorts of crap.
Well, haven't we all, dear?
Get a photo
Like a
of
bit of
that.
lederhosen, dear, don't we? All those
Sometimes
I'll get that on film.
all those
sometimes
leather flapping your
the
thighs.
sometimes the Oktoberfest is on still in September as well, right?
That's right. Yeah, it starts about the last week. which
Yeah.
is when
So
I'm there.
yeah. Okay. Good.
Only a thigh
that.
slapping.
Leather pants.
Just a bit of info for you. I spoke to Simon Lander today. I don't know if anybody of you know Simon Lander. With him. Anyway, I'm going down to Southampton next Friday to see the football, and the intention is to stay with Phil. Who's kindly offered his services for the night.
I'm sure he has.
But Simon has called me this afternoon. He's just on his way out to Joburg with British Airways, and said that Phil had a bit of a mishap over the weekend. Apparently, he was going to his meeting, and a barrier in the car park crashed down on top of his car, which has took him up quite a bit. And then he got through the meeting apparently, but was a bit of a nervous wreck and had a fall. Now, I'm not sure if he had the fall coming out of the meeting or after he got back home, but he's in hospital.
Oh dear.
I don't think he's badly damaged, but the hospital want to keep him in. Simon didn't say when. I have a feeling he's there now to assess him. They were a little concerned about his,
Bang on the head.
Yeah. So I'm going to call him probably after the crew bar if I can get hold of him. Okay. And I'll pass on an update. But that was just today's news as Simon phoned me when I was coming back.
Okay. Oh, well, hopefully it's nothing too serious. It's just
give him our regards. Yeah.
Yes, we'll do. Yeah, I'm a bit concerned myself, but
I'll try to give him a call next week. What you're saying is he shouldn't be in hospital too long. So,
well, yeah, just an assessment, I think. I don't think there's any damage from the fall. A couple of bruises, I think. But that Simon was saying that they weren't happy about letting him out straight away.
Okay.
I wanted to assess him, and I said, well, I'll be there Friday if he's, so I can keep my eye on him on Friday. See if he wants anything doing, but that's all I know at the moment. But Simon said call him.
How old would Phil be now?
82, I think.
Really?
Sorry?
Yeah.
86, I think.
Yeah, I thought he was 82.
I was going to say, he's about 82, I think, because he's only a couple of years older than me.
He's either 82 now or next birthday, one or the other. I think he's now, isn't it?
I think he's 12 or 18 months older than me, and I'm 81 this year.
Yeah, so he might be 82 now then, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. When I spoke to him in May, I think it was, when we were at the meeting, he said he was 85.
Oh, you might be right.
Maybe I misheard. I don't know.
I'll find out for you this week.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Fruity keeps in touch with him.
Yeah, that's right. But
Dave does.
I don't know if he's been in touch with Fruity to let him know, you see.
They used to live in the same village, didn't they?
Yeah.
No, not anymore. Fruity lives in Overton.
Overton, yeah.
Bill's in Southampton now.
Oh, right, okay.
Central, isn't he? He's in the centre there.
Yeah,
I'm going to cut out now, gentlemen. So I'll see whoever's in Ireland when we're there.
Cheers, Charlie.
I'm going to cut out too.
Cheers, Charlie.
Cheers, Charlie.
You're in Galway. You're in Galway, sir.
See you in Galway.
Bye.
Bring your goal.
Bring your Galway, yes.
I'm going to go, guys, too, because I'm going down to the pub.
Everyone's going to get going. Okay, it's all good.
Right,
Cheers,
Bobo.
Bobo.
See you
See you,
later.
Bobo.
Cheers, Em.
See you, Bobo.
Bye.
Gonna be Welsh for the night, aren't you, boy?
Okay. See you guys.
Well, I think it's time to go.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
Time to go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
To watch the rugby.
Yeah,
Hey,
sorry
guys,
about
yeah.
the card. Yes, I just got
Jing,
back in,
Colin,
but I
you
wanted
hang
to
around.
speak to everybody to let you know what I'd heard.
Thanks,
That's why
Jimmy.
I rushed to get it.
Great.
Thanks, Izzy. Thanks.
Did you manage to see Oscar?
No, I've got his number, but unfortunately, I've only got his landline, his home phone.
Right.
Well, that's
So
fine, Jimmy.
I was going to call him this morning, but I know he's at the cathedral on the Sunday, so I'll message him because we got to Carlisle station quite early this morning because my brother had to get back early, so I had 2.5 hours to spare. So I thought I'll text off Oscar's, even go down the cathedral if he wants. And then when I got it, looked up my contacts, it's his home number.
Right.
I've got his mobile number. Do you want it?
If you've got it, yeah.
Are you there now?
Well, I've send it to Gizzy privately.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'll send it to you on a WhatsApp, Gizzy.
Okay.
I've got
Right,
his
send it
address
to
as
my
well.
personal one.
Yeah. Share contact. Hold on. What's that?
Let's say, Brendan, how's Sherry these days? You all right?
She's very good, Colin. Thanks for asking. She had her last MRI last month, and that was all clear. So the next one's
good.
in November.
Right.
Yeah, they do them every 3 months. They're very thorough, I must admit.
Okay,
The
good.
next one's November. So when in November, that'll be 2 years since first diagnosis. So yeah,
Right.
she's doing very well. So thanks for asking.
Okay, good. Pleased
She was
about
just
it.
on
Pleased
earlier.
about it.
She was on earlier.
Oh, I missed. I'm
She
sorry.
brought me a nice cup of tea.
Okay.
But you'll see her in
I
Ireland.
got to shut it down,
Yes,
guys.
indeed.
So
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
see you
yeah,
all.
yeah.
All right, guys, got to go.
Okay.
Herbert is back with us again after his leave, but as this is the last Channel 4 for Lasker, I thought they'd both be here on Channel 4 tonight. So good evening, John.
Thank you, John. Good evening, everybody. Well, I'd like to say it's nice to be back, but you all know the feeling after coming back after 5 weeks' leave. But anyway, we're here for the last Alaskan cruise, and first of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to the deputy captain who's leaving the ship at the end of this cruise. He's always been very helpful and has always been obliging with anything that I've wanted done towards or help towards the crew club. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank him for everything he has done in the past and wish him well on his future ships. Last week was won by Barry King, the projectionist. He has given me some money as he'd like me to do a little something for the crew on the next Hot Toddy on Wednesday, in the way of providing maybe some eats and what have you to make the last one something special. So that's 12 o'clock Wednesday on the crew deck for the last Hot Toddy. I'd also like to take this opportunity in wishing all the goers that are going on leave at the end of this cruise a good trip home and enjoy your leave. But this is one of the ships that, the way things look at the moment, that we probably won't see you back on, unfortunately. Also, I'd like to thank John Kling for everything he's done on the Channel 4, starting it off and keeping it going. And he's put an exceptional lot of work into it, more than anybody else that's been involved with it. And I would like to take this opportunity of thanking John for everything he's done.
Well, thank you there, John.
Well, on the television screens next week, we have Al Capone, or we hope to have Al Capone, American Hot Wax, Alice Sweet Alice, and The Revenge of the Pink Panther. Well, they're just some of the programmes that we hope to be showing next cruise. So it's from me, back to John for the last time in Alaska.
Well, thank you very much, sir. John. Roger, you're still here. Had to have you on the last show because you were here at the start of the sports programme. Is there going to be a football match for Yarras this year?
Yes, I hope it's Colonel. Normally it's towards the end of the dry docking, and we usually have a very good game with them and a few beers afterwards. We'll look forward to that. I'd just say, like to wish everybody who's get a few days off in dry dock, so they hope they enjoy themselves in Victoria. It's a beautiful place, you haven't been before, and I'm sure it's make the best of what you can.
Okay, and thanks again, John Herbert and Roger. You know, without people like yourself, we'd never got Channel 4 off the ground, which it is now. and I'll be going on leave on Saturday, and be coming back. And in Mexico, I've already spoken to John. We'll probably be doing a Channel 4 News once every 2 weeks, which will be in sort of synchronization with the Mexican cruising season. So this has been John Herbert and